is so weird to hear that music not inside our Los Angeles studio. Hello, everybody. I'm Ashley Esqueda. Welcome to Stream Economy, where we talk about streaming in the world of movies, TV, and games. We're going to do something a little bit different for CES 2019. I have so many of my dearest friends here today. Mark Serrels is, we finally have met in person.
Hello.
Hello. You've been on the show for, I don't know, almost a year.
Yeah, since it started,
and we've never met in person.
Yeah, hello, nice to meet you. My name's Mark.
Thank you. So good to finally meet you.
Yeah.
A good friend from Gamespot, Lucy James. Hello. How are you?
Thank you for having me. I'm very well, thank you.
Is this your first CES?
My very first. I've done a lot of E3s, but this is the first CES.
How does it compare?
Yeah. Pardon?
How does it compare?
It's so much more spread out and big, and there's so many more people and so many more booths than I'm used to, but it's fun. Vegas is fun.
I've got 20,000 steps every day. I am burning calories every day.
And
My abs are shredded.
Closing them rings.
Conveniently enough, there are about 10 million trackers to tell you you've completed those steps. And then, of course, we have Iyaz Akhtar. Hello, Iyaz.
Hi, how's it going?
Host of many
things.
One of many shows
and this
on
is like,
CNET.com.
I think this is year 14 or 13 of CES, and it's still big and spread out, and I'm super excited to be on the show.
You're the CES senior here. You're the one who's seen it the most. I think this is my 9th CES.
Yeah, it's been a long time, but it's always different stuff, thankfully.
Yeah.
And it's really changed a lot of smart home stuff, a lot of different things happening over the years. So many more cars, just everything has changed.
So many more cars. Okay, so we talk about streaming here on Stream Economy, and I want to jump out of the gate here and talk about something that has been very big news. A lot of people have been talking about it, which is Apple has opened the floodgates and allowed third-party manufacturers to use iTunes and AirPlay on their TVs. Specifically, we saw LG mention they were going to have AirPlay, Samsung mentioning iTunes would be available, and even some exclusive content specific to Samsung TVs, which is very odd and something I never thought I would hear in my life. Let's talk a little bit about what that means and why it happened, because I think a lot of people maybe have heard the news but don't understand who exactly had the leverage here.
Yeah, when it comes to streaming services, Apple, we keep hearing they keep signing talent and shows and shows. We've seen nothing other than, I think, Carpool Karaoke.
Which I get a notification for
Planet
every time they make one.
And Planet of the App, or whatever that was, that awful thing. But they need to have a service that hits actually the masses. How are they going to do that? People, I guess, aren't buying the Apple TV. There's the Roku, it's super cheap. You've got Chromecast are cheap. You've got Amazon Fire. You've got so many different options. And the Apple TV stands out because it's very expensive. And it does have that exclusive service. It looks like they're giving up a little bit because Samsung does own the television space in general. Like when you think TV, you think Samsung.
It definitely feels like, Lucy and Serrels, it definitely feels like Apple is about to launch a streaming service. We all know this. And they are running out of time. Like, that's what it feels like to me.
Do you remember in Smash Brothers where, like, the trailer came out and then Sonic came in, and Sonic was in Smash, and everybody was like, "Whoa, Sonic's in Smash!" But then you were like, "Oh, Sonic's in Smash."
What does
Why
that
is
mean?
Sonic in
Why
Smash?
is he here?
They've given up. Sega gave up. It was like that's the analogy.
It's game
like
over.
they've given up. Apple have given up. They're just like, fine, here, take it. Take
it.
Sonic.
Your
Join the
AirPlay.
battle.
Yeah, join the battle.
A new challenger. So yeah, I think that's one of the most interesting pieces of streaming news that I have seen here at the show. And I'm really curious to see how much more ground Apple has to give up, or how much more sort of leverage they have to give up in order to get more people to watch that content. Because, like you said, Iyaz, they've been signing talent and doing shows and developing stuff that is probably not cheap, and they're going to have to pay for that somehow. So it'll be really interesting to see how they come up there.
Yeah, when it comes to streaming boxes as well, like the big difference between them is like, how do you find the content in general? Like, if your service isn't available, it's not searchable through that index. Like, Samsung's got their own UI, everyone's got like Android TV, you've got everything else, but if you want to be able to find something, that might be maybe Apple's thing with that TV app where you can search for different things and collect it. So if they still want to make that hobby thing a real thing, they still have to find a killer feature, but it's not really going to push the service itself won't be enough to push the sales.
So true. Okay, let's move from TV to gaming. There are a lot of stuff, a lot of products announced here that encourage people to stream more, to be streamers.
Yes.
Right, so we saw the Shure MX88 Plus, or the MV88 Plus, I'm sorry, the video kit with the microphone, and then we also saw a which looks delightful. It's so small, tiny.
Yeah.
And then Elgato announced a key light that you can control to make sure you look beautiful,
Flawless.
flawless while you're streaming. Get your beautiful, beautiful self out there on Twitch. And then we also saw some other interesting stuff from Razer. Doing HyperSense, which is haptic feedback. Their video always makes me laugh because it's very specifically pointed at dudes who play shooters, shooting bands.
The key art as well that I really enjoy, which is just that guy with the shockwaves on the side of his head. Yeah, there you go. Which is just exactly what I want when
That's
I'm
what I want.
playing
I want my ears, I want my cheeks to be flapping.
Yeah.
I want to feel the bullets whiz by my face. No, I just want to play that game. Just
No,
want to play.
I mean, I had a go of it on Monday. I was playing Overwatch, which is a game that you and I both play a hell of a lot of.
Extensively, yep.
And I've, put so many hours into Diva, and I was playing with the HyperSense. It was the wrist rest, the mouse, the headset, and the chair, which was very weird. But when you're playing as Diva and you kind of boost off, having the vibration just in the lower back kind of propelled me forward.
Oh.
And I really
Did you feel like it was immersive?
I do kind of feel that, and I kind of hate myself, but I also felt that the rumble was super loud. Like, the Xbox One, the rumble on those controllers is so loud that it kind of detracts a little bit.
Yeah, you hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you put your phone down,
Yeah,
you
that's
go
it,
make a
definitely.
cup of
Like-
tea, and it's like, oh.
Okay, so going from gaming to things that make us go, huh, that's weird. Why does that exist? I want to talk about two things. Number one, Lucy and I think maybe have different feelings about this, but Audi and Disney have this HoloRide experience where you put on a VR headset, and then an Uber driver or a driver takes you somewhere, and then it's like, oh, you like play a VR game like while you're riding. But to me, as a woman, I believe that being sensory deprived while a stranger takes me in a place in a car is called kidnap.
Yeah.
And I don't think I'm interested in that.
No, I saw that and I just kind of thought it's bad enough. I kind of feel vulnerable when I wear headphones nowadays.
Yeah.
If you took away my sight as well as my sound, no. I can imagine, like, for kids, if you're taking them on a long car journey, you just want to shut them up in the back of the car.
Sure.
But it can't even work
but
for kids.
stranger-
But it doesn't work for kids.
No, but the thing is, kids can't wear these things for long periods of time
Yeah.
because it messes with their eyesight.
Oh,
My son's always
God.
asked me, can I wear it? I'm like, no, I want to be able to see. And the thing is, like VR doesn't give you motion sickness enough. You're going to be in a car?
With a person you don't know who knows how to drive or not.
This is a terrible idea.
It's not great. It's
I
not my
mean, I
favorite.
guess I'm glad somebody tried something new, but wow. I don't know what thoughts to say.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
to be honest, I feel like it's the angriest I've ever been about anything.
Oh, I don't know. We got one thing left that you might be really angry about.
Okay.
Okay, so here's the last thing. We're going to call a quick audible here. And Serrels, I want you to do a live Serrels says.
All right, I honestly don't know what
You
the
got
topic
about
is.
90 seconds.
All right, okay.
The topic is actually going to be the baby diaper sensor. We
Oh,
have a cup
man,
of
you've
tea
got
here
tea
for
for
you,
me.
just like in Stream Economy. We've got it ready
Sick.
to go. I want you to, right there at that number one
Cool.
camera,
Hi, camera.
you get mad and you do your Serrel says and you yell about that baby diaper sensor. You have to explain what it is first.
Am I allowed to swear?
No.
Okay, this is going to be difficult. The one where you have to where it tells you if your wings did a shit or no.
Yeah, that one.
Oh my Jesus! What am I supposed? Mate, I'm a dad. I got 2 kids. 2 kids. I've had 2 kids. I've chopped it off because I don't want another one. What am I supposed to do with this? Are these people is it even made by somebody that has kids? Because if your kid's done a crap and it's come out, you know it's there. You don't even need to look at it. You don't even need to smell it. It's in the atmosphere. And then you're like, they've got a wee hang. Like you just push the. Oh, man, this is it. It's like it's the internet of shit come to life.
It
It's
is,
real life.
yeah.
Sorry, I can't even say that. How am I supposed to do this? How am I supposed to live? How am I supposed to exist knowing these things exist? What?
I think that your sensor is going off right now. Yours. Your diaper sensor has now gone off,
my
Serrels.
pants are full, man. My pants are full.
It's the word.
Send it now.
Seeing that live made me so happy. All right, guys, we're going to close out our show. Thank you so much for joining us for Stream Economy. Iyaz, Lucy, thank you. Appreciate your time. We know you guys are busy. Serrels, always a pleasure. I know you are also busy as well. Thank you for ranting and raving with us on Stream Economy.